Hello, my name is Ciana Dorsey, and I want to talk about the time when I knew I wanted to become a doctor. So, ever since I can remember, I know I wanted to be in the medical field. But around this particular time, I was a sophomore in college, and I actually wanted to become a physical therapist. So, as a part of my rehabilitative science major, we were actually offered an experience to go to a sports medicine clinic. The purpose of this visit was to observe acute injuries, such as ankle sprains, fractures. But we were actually offered to shadow a physician. So I was paired up with a resident, and we actually went to go see a 16-year-old female with low back pain. And I remember the first thing we did was look at the radiographic images. So we looked at the x-rays. And I remember seeing a little curvature in her back, and he said, well, actually, that's scoliosis. So right after that, we went into the room. Doctor said to the patient, you actually have scoliosis. But deeper than that, he started to ask her symptoms, asked any history of injury, asked Dad anything that he can remember about her history, then proceeded towards special testing and figuring out which test was positive, which one was negative. So in the end, he presented this to either a fellow or a doctor there, and I thought it was just very interesting. Each puzzle piece that it took to come to the final conclusion of what that patient's certain diagnosis was. So in my mind, I did a complete 180 on the career path I wanted to choose. And in that moment, I knew I wanted to become a doctor. I went home that day. I told my mom, this is what I want to do with my life, because I completely loved the process it took from going to point A, getting the patient's history, symptoms, to point D, the last part, and diagnosing her. So that is when my interest was sparked, and ever since then I've been working towards a career as a physician. Thank you.